Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review. I'm here today to talk to you about how Barbie is exploding in the box office. Now, I haven't seen the movie yet, and originally I had no intentions of seeing it. Come on, like, oh, it's a Barbie movie. I ain't played with no Barbie dolls growing up. I might have had a Ken doll, maybe growing up and everything, but I can't really remember because I had more action figures like Ninja Turtles and Spider-Man and stuff like that. But like, um, if somebody was to say, out of all the Warner Brother movies that came out this year, all the superhero movies that came out, which Warner Brother movie would explode at the box office? Barbie was not at the top of my list. Because, superhero movies do very well. But anyway, back to what I was saying before. I had no intentions of originally seeing it because, it was just like a Barbie movie and stuff. But then I saw the second trailer, not the teaser trailer, but the first actual real trailer and stuff. I'm all like, hey, this is actually pretty funny and everything. So I'm kind of curious to know what it's going to be about. And so I thought it was just gonna be about Barbie living in the Barbie world and all this other cool like adventure type stuff. But then apparently she goes into like the real world and like all kind of other stuff I've heard. And so I am kind of curious to see it, and whenever it ends up on HBO Max, or Max, whatever you want to call it, I'll watch it then and stuff. But like, it's not like something I'm dying to see because this movie is literally not made for me and stuff. I've just never been like a huge Barbie fan, but still, it is not so much mind-boggling. But like, I would have assumed one of those superhero movies would have dominated, but they did not. Barbie is currently at $330 million globally and everything worldwide, and it's at 100 and something domestic in just the first couple of days. Let's see, it's been 3 days since this movie came out. It is exploding. I mean, I knew it would do well because one is a Barbie movie. And pretty much every female in the entire world at some point in time has played with a Barbie doll or knew somebody that played with a Barbie doll. So I knew no matter what, this movie was going to do well. But it's crazy to think it dominated over all these superhero movies. Because like I said before, superhero movies are a big thing. They exploded during this high day and everything, and now they're starting to dwindle down. And the WB has had flop after flop after flop of superhero movies for various different reasons. This movie has outperformed so far The Flash, Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods, Black Adam. Like, it is insane. And like, supposedly Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2 are gonna bomb supposedly and everything because they're having problems with like a bunch of reshoots and it's not that great of a movie from test audience and everything. And to think, man, Barbie, Miss Pink herself, is dominating, which is really great in everything because one, Margot Robbie needed this win because she's had 3 bombs back to back, and people was scared she was gonna be in this movie because of the simple fact her last 3 movies have bombed. Not to mention, her Hulu series got canceled after 2 seasons. However, I don't even know how it made it to a second season because the first season isn't that very good, and I could not even force myself through the second season and stuff. It just was an uninteresting series. And so, like, and a lot of people have been getting kind of tired of Margot Robbie because she's everywhere and she's in every project and stuff. And, I've always been a fan of her since Pan Am. And I've always been a Ryan Gosling fan ever since, like, Goosebumps, but especially Young Hercules and stuff. And so both of these people needed that win because even his movies don't do that well. And, I am very curious to see this movie. But it's so pink. I hate the color pink. which apparently they used up so much paint. I think they used up every like pink paint they could find and everything, to where there was like a shortage and stuff. And so, like, this movie is also great in terms of it doing very well because of the simple fact that this is a female focused movie, which of course has pissed off so many YouTubers, the toxic ones. It's pissed off like white right wing groups, conservative groups, and everything. They're pissed about this movie. They're calling it woke. They're calling it feminist. They're calling it cancer to men. They're calling it everything you can think of and everything, just so like they can grow another inch. But even the females are attacking this movie from those like conservative groups and everything. They're pissed that one like trans woman, I guess, is in this movie. She plays like a version of Barbie, because there's different versions of Barbie in here. They even have the autistic Barbie and stuff. They have one that's like a big girl Barbie. They have black, Indian, Mexican, different varieties of Asian. Like they have every type of Barbie and Ken, because that's what was made during the toy line and everything. You know what I'm saying? And Barbie has always had variety and stuff. I don't think they've had a trans Barbie in their toy, but after this movie, they probably will and everything. And so, like, so it's great to stick it to those people who tried to get this movie to fail. And these people are always doing this crap. Every time anything progressive or anything woke or anything diverse comes out, they come out with the fury a year before the movie comes out, and they purposely try to ruin it and stuff. And it's quite embarrassing on their part, because it's kind of like, what's wrong with you and stuff. And the thing is, they all like, this movie doesn't appeal to men. It's not supposed to. It's a Barbie movie. It's supposed to be for girls. However, from what I'm hearing, this is not a movie for little kids. So if your little kids want to watch a Barbie movie, they need to go back to the animated Barbie movie and watch that. Because apparently this is not for kids and stuff. And so why in the world would they think this movie appealed to them if it's pink as pink can be and it's Barbie and everything? Mattel, when they made Barbie, it was for the intention of little girls to play with and stuff, not boys, even though some boys did, but you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why in the world they would think this movie is for them. No, I doubt my producer dragged me to see this movie. Yeah, right. Oh, they dragged you kicking and screaming, I bet. And stuff. But like, I just don't understand the hate and the hate and the intention to hate. Seriously, these studios need to do something about those people, because they do have an effect on how a movie is presented. Look at The Little Mermaid and everything. That became a cultural race war, all because they race bent The Little Mermaid. And these people just attacked the crap out of it a year before the movie was made, attacked it while it was in theaters, and is still attacking it today. And it did have somewhat of an impact on how people saw the movie, because they didn't want to watch it. And there was other factors that for why people didn't want to watch it. Race was the major one. Even overseas in Asian countries, they did not want to watch this movie because it was race bent for reasons unknown and everything. And they won't explain why. And then, and plus another big major reason is because they changed a lot of stuff. And another major reason is because it's just gonna be on Disney Plus in 2 months. So what is really the point in going to see a Disney movie nowadays? Seriously, it would be stupid to go see a Disney movie, spend that money, go back and spend it again, and then eventually, while you're paying for Disney Plus, hey, it's gonna be on there. So why not cut out the middleman and everything, and and just watch it on Disney Plus? So of course that had a factor in it, and but Barbie was able to exceed those expectations because it takes a bit longer for them to show up on Max and everything. And this is also great for Greta Gerwig, I think her name is. I don't know who she is. I ain't never seen a single movie that woman made, but apparently she makes really good movies and stuff. And this is another huge win for like her and stuff. This movie does, from what I've heard, has a feminine message because it's supposed to. It's Barbie, for crying out loud. And I do hear the men are made to look like comedic relief, sometimes a little weak, but it's not their movie. It's not a Ken movie. This movie isn't called Ken or Kenergy or Knuff or nothing like that. It's called Barbie and stuff. You're expecting it to be a Barbie movie and everything. And also, all those men that keep complaining about this movie, oh, come on, man. You didn't play with no Barbies growing up. You could care less about Barbie. And if you did play with a Barbie, you probably ripped her clothes off and looked up her dress and everything like that. Like a typical boy would at that age and stuff. And so, I am very I'm just still shocked and awe because David Zaslav is probably like, how the heck did this happen? It's not a man movie. It's not a superhero movie because the man literally said, "Oh, The Flash is $1 billion movie and it's a blockbuster movie," and so was Shazam and Aquaman 2 and Black Adam, and all those movies have flopped and bombed big time and stuff. And especially The Flash, the one they were banking on to save the WB. And who is saving the WB? Barbie of all people. Like, that is just insane and stuff. And Margot Robbie has literally, in my opinion, solidified herself now as Harley Quinn. There's been talks she might get replaced with Lady Gaga. There are talks that James Gunn might not hire her because, people know how much he likes her and how he wants her to play Harley Quinn. And he's supposed to reboot the entire thing, but he's bringing some people back. And they would be stupid to not cast her as Harley Quinn in the DCU. Heck, I bet Marvel right now is pissed she's no longer gonna be their Invisible Woman, because originally I think she was supposed to be, but they couldn't seal the deal and everything. Now they're probably kicking and screaming because the other lady they got, ain't nobody really heard of her. So and she ain't no Margot Robbie and stuff. But this is a great thing for Margot Robbie, like I said, because she has really come a long, long, long way in Hollywood. And not only has she come a long way in Hollywood, she did it right. She's went from the bottom all the way to the tippy top and everything. She might have been on a soap opera, I can't remember, but like I said before, I first saw her in Pan Am, which the show only lasted for one season. From that, she kind of drifted away from television, and then she went into movies. Sadly, however, she went old Hollywood and got nude for a movie, which really got people talking about her. Since then, she's been in one movie after another, and she's been directing movies, created that abysmal streaming show, but she's always creating and she's always starring and stuff. And of course, Harley Quinn helped solidify her in a lot of people's closets, because they literally have her Harley Quinn costume and everything, and it blew up for cosplayers and stuff. So she's doing great right now. Happy Women's History Month, everybody. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.